Hi everyone, I'm Karen from Makeup and Beauty Blog, and today I want to know what makes you magnificent. Is it your style, your heart, your soul? Well, last fall MAC asked the same question to their fans and Macaholics, and they invited their fans to share what makes them magnificent inside and out. So thousands upon thousands of Macaholics shared mantras, pics, and wrote short essays to become the face of this year's fall collection. So six people were picked to be the faces of fall 2015 MACnificent Me. This collection will be online September 21st and at all MAC locations October 1st through November 12th. At 42 pieces, this one is huge. It's a biggie. It's limited edition, mostly new products with some re-promotes sprinkled in here and there, mostly eyeshadows, not mostly eyeshadows, mostly eyeliners and some mascaras. So besides the size, what struck me first were the contrast. There's a lot of different, like, almost opposing things in this collection that you would think at face value would not work, but when you put them together, for some reason they work. Like, there's a lot of warm shades, a lot of cool shades, especially like within some of the eyeshadow singles and the blushes. They're extremely warm when you butt them up against like the paint pots. And some of the eyeshadows, they're more eyeshadows in the 9-pan palette. They're very, very cool. There's also kind of a concept of sheer versus opaque. The patent polishes are very, very sheer, whereas like the matines and the lipsticks are intense. So in a way, I feel like it almost is like a bunch of different personalities coming together and seeing how they picked 6 different people to represent this one collection. It feels very appropriate. You can really see it in the swatches. Like, I've got them here. Sorry, there's like a cat hair or something bothering me on my eye. I'm gonna just take a second to scratch. Anyways, you can really see it in the swatches here. Like, here I've got the lip products. These are the patent polishes, which are very sheer. And underneath that, we've got the lipsticks and then the matines right next to them, which are pretty intense. And note how the lipsticks are most of the lipsticks are warm and how cool toned the matines are. And then we've got like the blushes here, so bright and vibrant and very, very warm against these very cool toned paint pots. So on this other hand here, I have the swatches from the palette, the 9-pan palette, and then the single eyeshadow swatches here. So I think another interesting thing about this collection is the intensity of the colors. There's so many, like, I don't know, rich oranges, bright reds, and I feel like this is kind of like a love letter to the MAC fans who love those kind of crazier colors and who aren't afraid to go for it. Like, it makes me think of, you know, like when you go to the MAC counter or the MAC Pro store and you see all the beautiful artists there, and you know, there's always like that one girl who's wearing red in the crease or like bright orange in the crease, and you're like, hey man, yeah, that's really rad. Wish I could pull that off. And that's how this feels. Like, check this out. I mean, oranges, so pretty. Yeah, and these are eyeshadows. They're not blushes. And then the blushes are like super intense. I mean, just lots of beautiful, rich things for the people who love color. Speaking of the richness of shades, the intensity, I think, of a lot of the lipsticks and the blushes and some of the the eyeshadows will make this collection, I think, great for women and men of color. So I want to call out a few things from the launch that I happen to be wearing right now. This first thing is the MACnificent Me Eyeshadow ×9. So yeah, in the past I've tried these, haven't been the biggest fan, mostly because the quality of the shadows, I don't know, for some reason that they haven't felt as good to me as, or worked as well as like the individual single eyeshadows that you can buy in the permanent line, but these happen to be really good. I think they're stepping up their palette game. The shadows are much more softer, they're easier to work with, and I like that this palette is neither too warm nor too cool. One of my favorite all-time MAC shades is in here, and that's Sable. Love Sable, holla if you love her. And then I also found a new favorite that I love, and that's Type, which is a Shimmering Bronze. So yay to this. What else? Oh, Burnt Pepper Blush. Kind of digging this. It's a little darker and more intense than I usually would like to wear. It's a warm, rich terracotta. I have it on my cheeks right now. And with this, it's so soft. You have to use a very light touch. I used a big fluffy blush brush, and what I did was I just gently ran it across the pan, and then I took most of it off by tapping it against a tissue, and then I put it on my cheeks and blended it out. I hope it looks wearable. I think it does. Because I went so bright with the cheeks, I went with a neutral nude lip, and what I'm wearing here, I did a mix of a lipstick and a patent polish. I'm wearing Self-Aware lipstick layered with It's Really Me Patent Polish Lip Pencil. And this is kind of like a warm tan nude lip, and I'm kind of feeling this. Usually when I wear colors like this, I feel like it looks like concealer lips, and it's not very flattering, but this is a little bit of peach in it, and yeah, I think it's super wearable. And honestly, I probably should have gone for one of the brighter, like more intense matines, or like one of these bright reds, but right after I turn off this camera, I'm heading out the door to get myself a Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. What can I say? I'm addicted, and there's some kind of magical mojo in those little cups, and if we could figure out exactly what it was, we would rule the universe. It's true. So true. One last thing. On my nails, I'm wearing the 2 nail polishes. Yes, homegirl finally got it in her to do an accent nail. So this lighter shade is Simply Swinging, and this darker shade has the cutest name ever. It's called Blog This! Exclamation mark. And you can see it on my hands right here. I used 2 layers, and I'm also wearing a base and top coat with these. With the MAC nail polishes, I find you really have to do a base and a top coat. At least I have to. I'm really hard on my nails, and if I skip either of those things, I will seriously get chips within like 1 day. So base, top coat, don't forget it. I like this one by Sally Hansen that I started using, green tea and bamboo, and then I use the OPI top coat on top. Okay, so MACnificent me. If you want to, if you feel like it, you can share in the comments below what makes you MACnificent. I think, I don't know, maybe it's my crazy cat lady style, my cheesy smile, my chipmunk cheeks. I don't know, maybe those are it. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.